war. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertainers? Today we're gonna be talking about Natalie versus Tommie in the boxing match. Before I get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think about this video. We talked about this yesterday, and I already told you guys this was gonna happen. And Natalie was in sports before. Like, come on. Anybody who thought Tommie was gonna win is smoking and sniffing, allegedly, some of the same things that she's smoking, because ain't no way she was gonna beat up Natalie. It wasn't gonna happen. Okay, I don't care who trained her. Muhammad Ali could have came down from the dead and trained her. Okay, the daughter could have, trained her. She still would have lost. All right, because she doesn't have the athletic build that Natalie has mentally and physically. It's just, that's it. Tommie is a street fighter. Okay, now you're a fighter now. Like, she's a street fighter. She's not like a boxer. Okay, like, this is a show. There, y'all know Blue Girls Club, right? For those who don't watch Blue Girls Club, I suggest y'all tune in, because he does this thing called boxing, right? Just how they're boxing right now. So what happens is when the girls get into fights or arguments, whatever, he makes them go down to the basement. It's so ghetto, y'all. He makes them go down to the basement, right? And then they boo, 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 boo. They box it out. You hear me? So there you can see who's really fighters and who's just really like street fighters, because there's some girls that have went down to the basement and they've lost, that won in the regular fight. But then there's girls that have won in the basement that have lost the regular fights as well. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I think is the difference between Natalie and Tommie. And this is the thing with Tommie too. Who told you that it was a good idea to get your teeth done before you get into a boxing match? I really want to know whose bright idea was. I really want to know. Because apparently people are saying she was either drunk or she was off that dental medication. One or the other. It's giving both. It's giving she takes some of that brown liquor to get some of the edge off, and then she also was taking some of the dental medication beforehand, so it made her a lot like dizzy and like jiggly around and stuff like that. Because the way that she was kind of prancing her, and mind you, Zeus didn't get my $30. Okay, I'm seeing clips off of Instagram and off the social medias. So I didn't watch the full thing, but I've seen enough to get to really see what happened tonight. So shout out to Natalie, though, for taking that W. Props to your mama. Shout out to Natalie for taking that W. Like, the girl really took it serious. The thing is, too, also, I feel like Tommie didn't take it as serious as Natalie did. You could tell Natalie was really serious. After she got snuck, and it was all over on social media, I think that was another source of embarrassment for Natalie, because y'all got to remember, she's been getting low-key embarrassed for a long period of time now with this baddies thing. Rolly beating her up, Krishan, slapping her like a child. So with Tommie doing that to her and kind of like slapping her like a child, she's like, I'm not just going to keep letting these girls kind of just pick on me. So I'm going to really, try to put up a good fight, which she did, okay, from what I've seen. They said, plus, I would hate for people to attribute losing a fight to me being high as a giraffe. Just give me my standard sober, please. I don't know why people think street fighting and boxing are the same. Exactly. It's really not. Boxing takes technique. Street fighting takes anger. You just got to be angry enough to win the fight. Okay? That's what it is. That's what it is. Seriously. After the fight, before the fight, I seen a clip where Tommie, and I was trying so hard to find it, but I seen it earlier, but I was trying to find it for the live, but I couldn't. For y'all that find it, leave it in the comments below for my replay watchers. Um, Tommie did an interview, and she basically was saying that Natalie gave the Big Debbie cakes. Hold on, y'all. Let me go get something. Let me go get something. She was saying, you guys, that hold on, y'all. Hold on. That Natalie gave the Big Debbie cakes to Chris Brown and the brother. So I'm like, whoa, this is what made me realize this isn't like for play. A lot of people are claiming that the fight is for play and that it's not real and that this is all just kind of made up. Just because there's a clip after the fight, they're all sitting next to, both of them are sitting next to each other after the fight. Just because they're sitting next to each other after the fight doesn't mean that the whole situation is fake. I think this whole situation actually was real. Do I think it was amped up a little bit more? And of course, Natalie's going to do the dramatics and do the extraness just so she can garnish more views. We all know this. That's typical Natalie. So for anyone thinking that she's not going to, you know, kind of drum it up a little bit more, you're delusional. But I do think the whole Chris Brown thing is real. The whole fight thing is real. Tommie snatching up Natalie is real. Because y'all got to understand, Natalie's a Hollywood girl. She's an LA girl. They're very fake, okay? They laugh in your face and they behind your back. Well, in Natalie's case, behind your back, okay? So I could see why Tommie snatched her up, because she probably was talking behind Tommie's back during the whole trip in London. Mind you, they were in London the same time, I guess, some of the Now That's TV cast was in London. This is why I said both of these networks are in direct competition, because this whole thing took place in London, and Now That's TV had the Claremont twins host some Baddies in London thing that I guess we're going to see soon. Okay, so I'm just saying, that's why I put both of these networks, you know, head to head, and both of them, I consider both of them competition, okay? People are only saying that because they wanted Tommie to win. Y'all need to stop excusing Tommie too. Because if she really was drunk, the girl really has an issue. Because why are you drinking before your fight? You're not going to win. Alcohol doesn't make you like, well, at least from what I know, alcohol don't make you like focus. Some people different, bodies different, whatever, but like science-wise, it's not going to just make you focus. It's not going to make you, you know, win a fight with a technique. So that shows she really does have a problem. We've seen this all over hip hop, where, you know, production had to even cut her checks for a couple of weeks, and she couldn't film for a couple of weeks because Sister Girl was drinking that dark liquor. Okay, she was mixing that Henny with some other stuff with the Jack Daniels. Okay, some other dark liquor, just downing it. Okay, so it really shows she has a drinking problem. She really did do that, because baby, that's just not smart. Someone who spoke about the whole fight is Jayla Mina. Jayla Mina went live and basically was saying she knew that her good sis Natalie was gonna win, which I'm just like, weren't you guys fighting like months ago on Instagram and on social media? But okay, Jayla Mina. I like how people are just all of a sudden Team Natalie in this. I'm not saying, like I said, I always give Natalie her props. Y'all can watch my old videos, all that. I always give Natalie her props because Sister Girl deserves it. Hold on. This bothers me. Sister Girl deserves the props, okay? She built this platform. To be honest, she is carrying Zeus on her back like a camel, okay? They're literally, all the baddies are riding her back like a camel in Dubai. Fits perfect, doesn't it? But a lot of people I've just seen are bandwagoning her just because they don't like Tommie, not because they like Natalie. You get what I'm saying? So somebody that I think is doing that is Rolly. I don't think she really still don't like Natalie like that. She's just bandwagoning her because of what Tommie did with the whole Chris Brown situation. I really don't think she still cares for Natalie. I could see them getting into it in the future again. That's just my opinion. Okay. It's a nice bike shot. Thank you so much. No, it was bothering me because the two E's were together. So like I'm putting it separate so I can know that it's, you know, Evan Entertainment, you know, I'm extra like that. All right, so somebody else who reacted to the fight, shout out to Zeus How to See, is Lollipop. So y'all remember when Lollipop came to the Baddies West auditions with them green boots and she was stomping. Okay, these boots are made for walking. She started walking in, and that's just what they'll do. And one of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. So she came in stomping with her army boots. And Tommie was like, look, wait, ain't that you? That's you the op. That's with the cabaret. Because y'all know Jocelyn and Tommie, they still have that restraining order against her. That's why y'all never gonna see them in the same room. Y'all probably thinking we want to see a boxing match between Tommie and Jocelyn. We're never gonna see that, okay? Unless she lets go of this restraining order. That's the boxing match I want to see. Screw Natalie and Tommie. Because Natalie, to me, like, okay, like she won, congratulations to her, but that's what I really want to see. And this is when I think Tommie will take it serious. Because I remember when Jocelyn put that restraining order on Tommie, she was the angriest I've ever seen her on Love Hip Hop. It made her really mad because she had to spend a cute coin on that restraining order in that whole legal situation where she almost ran over Jocelyn. Yeah, literally, almost. She tried to unalive Jocelyn with a car, right? So that's when I think Tommie will really stop. You know, she'll put the liquor down and whatever, you know, substances, and will really put in them gloves and start putting in that work and start training. So that's what I want to see. Screw that whole fight that happened tonight. But Lollipop threw some shade, you guys, and said, not at Kilt Frames out here getting tossed around like a rag doll. If you guys don't know what Kilt Frames is, it's Tommie's business that Paula Abdul stole the formula to. You could always count on Whitefish to steal somebody's idea. Okay, so she said at real Miss Natalie Nunn was Jeffrey Dahmer, and Tommie was definitely the prey. Should have had you some LV boots like I did at the audition. Maybe you wouldn't have gotten beat. Listen, them boots wouldn't have helped Tommie either way. She still would have got licked, okay? Natalie, you got your lick back. You got a back, okay? Shout out to you, Natalie. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Thank you, Mrs. Wells. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Listen to what Mrs. Wells had to say, okay? Run up them likes, all right? I really do hate the fact that people are saying that this is fake, though. Like, do you guys really think that Tommie would want to get whooped by Natalie for fun? No. After that whole argument and everything like that, no. This is, like, I do believe the whole beef is real. Like, I'm sorry. Tommie's not going to want to get humiliated for fun. She'll get humiliated for a check. That's why she said she won round 2. So after the fight, you guys, she posted that she wants a rematch and how much they paying for the rematch, which I'm just like, it might not be fake, but I think that Tommie is kind of, you know, inching it along so she could get a bigger check because Zeus is cutting her that big check. So I think that's why she wants to, you know, do the rematch and keep it going on and on and on, right? So this is what she posted on her Instagram afterwards. She said, chess, not checkers, what the rematch worth. But one thing you're not going to do, Tommie, is act like you lost on purpose, okay? Because I think that's what she's aiming with this post. And, girl, you got knocked out of your labels, okay? You can't even wear labels no more. Natalie knocked the labels out your head. You don't even know how to spell Louis Vuitton. You don't even know how to spell Gucci anymore. I made you like, ooh. You don't even know how to spell it. You don't even know how to put your Louis Vuitton anymore. Okay, so don't try to make it and try to play us for stupid that you lost on purpose, girl. Okay, you came out there, you know, leaning. Okay, for that dark liquor or whatever medication that you was on. So don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, that's like you capping for the grab when it comes to that. Okay. For those of you who did tune in and pay that good $30, let me know how the whole full fight was. Okay. The ones that did tune in, because they wasn't gonna get my $30. Okay, they just wasn't. Zeus don't put out enough shows for that. Sorry. If they put out a lot more shows, they feel me. I would have paid the $30, but it's just not like no. They just need to put it on YouTube for the one time, and let us, take a good view at it. Okay. And this is the thing with Natalie too. You could tell that she really trained for this, because a good boxer, you protect your face, right? So as you're punching like this, you make sure you go back to that stance. So that way you could have some defense when somebody tries to retract back and try to punch at you. So that's how you know she was really training. Because every time I was eating, not the powdered donuts, I was eating actual donuts before I got on here. But that's how you know she was really trained and that she really knows what she's doing, because she kept it up. She back. Okay. If you watch Blue Girls Club too, he always tells the girls to use that technique as well. Okay. They Ashley said it was on YouTube. That's how I caught it. But was it for free though? Okay. Did you have to pay a subscription fee? Because I don't want to pay a subscription fee. Okay. We're not doing that. If it's for the free, I'll do that. Okay. If not, no. Somebody who did come out the woodworks, you guys. Okay. Thank you, Ebony. You said just DM me to look. Thank you. All right. Somebody who came out the woodworks and commented on this was Camilla. All right. And this whole Bad Girls boxing thing, it's not new, because the Bad Girls actually did this. This isn't Natalie's first Bad Girls boxing. She boxed, I believe, Megan, and I'm 100% sure she boxed Camilla. But I'm pretty sure she boxed Megan too. They used to do this thing called Bad Girls Club Boxing, and the Bad Girls used to box and everything like that. I believe they used to do it for money, for charity and stuff like that. And Camilla boxed Natalie at one point, and Camilla lost. So Camilla, you guys, commented on it and stuck to her BGC sis, okay? Her BGC sis, and gave her props and said, well, I guess I have to ride with my OG BGC sister, because what is going on, Tommie? And then she put ... Okay? So as y'all know the history between Camilla and Natalie. They don't have a really good history because of BGC 13, that lost, forgotten, horrible season. That was one of the worst seasons ever, right? Because Natalie, you know, she exposed Camilla's business, all right? When she was in that phone booth and they were getting in that argument and she was... Listen, one thing about Natalie, she is a key. When Red, you remember when Red bit her arm, right? The reason why Red bit her arm is because Natalie was in that phone booth and the producers made sure to edit that out because they didn't want her business to get out there. She was basically exposing Camilla for selling her Big Debbie cakes on Figaro. Okay? Apparently, Camilla, and allegedly, used to be, you know, a call girl. Okay? She used to sell them Big Debbie cakes for a little coin and some change. So Natalie was, I guess, exposing that. Hold on, it's not focused. Okay. Natalie was exposing that to the girls in the house and was kind of going off. That's what she was saying in the phone booth. And that's why Red ran into the phone booth and bit her, okay, like a ribeye steak. Natalie's arm was, you know, a little juicy at the time because, you know, Natalie gained a little weight during that season. So she, and then she, she thought that Natalie's arm was a ribeye steak. So she had a little, she gnawed on it. So I was surprised that she gave her props, but you got to give props to when it's due, to be honest. She really did her a big one, especially with Natalie having a history of not being able to fight. She did her a big one 100% with this whole situation. So shout out to Natalie for that. Okay, I am going to drop the link so you guys could drop in your commentary and let me know what you guys think about the whole fight. Do you guys think that it's fake? Do you guys think that it's real? I'm gonna make sure to pin the link. And also, some people that were there tonight was Rolly and Bobby Lies. They were commentating on the whole fight, apparently. And I guess Rolly's commentary was really, really funny during the whole fight that happened tonight as well. And Bobby, you know who Bobby reminded me of tonight when I saw that clip? Y'all remember Fifth Element when what's his name? When what's his name came in there? Chris Tucker, right? Yeah, Chris Tucker. Hold on, yeah. Hold on, y'all. Right, Chris Tucker in Fifth Element when he came in, and he was just like, "So who's coming in tonight?" That's what Bobby was giving me tonight. To be honest, he had the look where when Chris Tucker busted into the Fifth Element scene. That's what it was giving me with the Ruby. Yes, Ruby. Yeah, exactly. Yup, it was. All right. So first person I'm going to let in give their commentary is Trisha Bell. Before I do, Rella Ray told me that the friends and the exes, they don't like that y'all not hitting that like button. So make sure y'all running up that like. Okay.
It's time to finish these once and for what. Oh, and the friends, nothing to say. And the exes, still over there. Do I care? No. Oh, soon and soon.
Okay. So first person I added, like I said, Trishella, what is your thoughts on this fight tonight? Okay, Trishella.
Hey, love. It's so good to see you again. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy you're back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
I'm happy to be back, y'all. I'm really happy to be back. I had to do this late because I was out, check my Instagram story. I managed this photo booth, so I was out and about and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah, but that fight, I was watching it on YouTube. There was no way I was paying $30 for that. But even when she got into the ring, I was just like, this is just going to be really, 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 really bad.
Did she stumble in the ring? I heard she.
Yeah, because she, you know how you kind of go in the middle of the ropes when you get in, even if you're small?
Yeah.
She went under the bottom rope. I was just like, what is this nonsense?
Not the bottom rope.
I'm just like, girl, what are you doing? But
did she at least have a little chance during the whole, debacle? Was she at least bobbing and weaving, or because I the clips what I see,
she was bobbing and weaving, but I don't know if it was because she was getting ready to get hit or something else was going on.
Oh man,
I mean, to me though, I love Natalie. She looked good. She prepared for the fight. You could tell Tommie did not. And my thinking is that Zeus Network booked this fight knowing full good and well she was not really going to participate. Because they know how she is.
Right. What are your thoughts on people saying that it's fake? Do you think this is all fake and they're doing all this, just to garner the viewership and just to get the coins? Do you think, her and Natalie are backstage like, we got them. And Natalie's like, we got them. Like, do you think that's happening?
Well, let's just take a page from their own story. They get along, and when they get along, when they don't, they don't. Even if it was something like that, in the next 5 minutes, they may not be getting along. We know how this works.
Right.
So, but my thinking on it is that, Zeus Network, what are you up to? Because you guys knew this fight would turn out like that. And did you notice when I was watching, it was crazy. They had their commentators that were actually commentating on the other fights.
Right.
And then when it came to Natalie and Tommie, that's when you had Janisha right on the announcer side and Roly Poly to announce, do the commentary and stuff and the play-by-play. I said, yeah, because if people in London don't know nothing about this ratchet stuff, they don't know how to comment on any of this stuff.
They're like, hey, the girl, she's stumbling. Why is she stumbling?
And then to me, everybody that was there from the Zeus Network seemed to be on board with all this happening. So I got questions because, I'd be suspicious of what Zeus be doing because they be doing some stuff.
Ooh, are we talking about the powdered donuts?
Powdered donuts, sprinkles, and all that good stuff. Rock candy.
Not all that good stuff. I can't with y'all. Not the good
that
stuff.
fight looked like more like of an entanglement, not a fight. But anyway, it's just so good to see you. Thank goodness you came back on a weekend when I'm actually not working on Sunday.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy to see you back. Just stay strong, brother. Okay, we love you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, next person I'm gonna add you guys is A. What is going on, A?
Pierre, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so I joined because I'm like, YouTube was boring without you, so I'm like, I need to join to like show my support. I don't care.
Everybody's been saying that. They're like, oh, it's been so boring on this app.
Yeah, so
I'm like, the other people not covering it correctly. What's going on?
It's been boring, so I'm like, let me. So I feel like Zeus needs to like do their job, like, and like not let Tommie drink or nothing because people think it's fake, and I don't think the fight was fake.
Me either.
And I'm happy you covered what Tommie was saying about Natalie, like before the fight. Cause I'm like, why is nobody talking about what she just said?
Right.
Like, why
did Natalie, did you really give Chris Breezy, those Big Debbie cakes and the brother?
That's what I was thinking, because how'd she get backstage?
Right.
I was like, okay.
I wouldn't put it past Nat to throw them Big Debbie cakes at her, at Mr. Brown. I wouldn't.
Exactly. Yeah. Tommie's a liability, and they just need to, like, I don't know. I feel like they should get rid of her. I don't know, because I'm Team Stunner too, so.
Ooh. What do you think Stunner's probably, at home watching this? Like, that's what she get. Like, do you think she's, feeling a little happy at this?
That's what she's like. Yep, I dragged her, so this is nothing new. Like, I can let Natalie beat you up. I'm sorry. I don't really care the fight.
But Natalie's athletic. Boxing is a sport. That's what people don't realize. It's a sport. It's not just you fist fight. It's a sport. It's a technique to it.
That's true. And then Tommie's hair all over the place. I'm just like, this is just so ghetto. Did you see her hair?
Yes, in a ponytail. Yes. Natalie came ready. She didn't even put in no wig or nothing. She's like, no, I'm gonna get you.
Like,
with my natural hair at all.
Undos, no nothing.
Right.
You want to be acting the fool, but I was like, okay, that's when she got messed up.
What do you think about Rolly? It seems like now she's Team Natalie. Do you think that's a little fake or not? Because I think it's a little fakey, Jake.
Yeah, I agree with what you were saying. It is fake. I think because she just don't like Tommie because she put her in that situation the other night. So she's like, you know what? That's what you get. And I think people think it's fake too because after the fight they were hugging and all that stuff. Like, didn't you just say you're gonna beat her up and now you're hugging? Like, she didn't just like basically almost knock you out. You're laying on the floor. Like, it was kind of weird. That's why I can see people think it's fake, but.
I don't think it is. I think Tommie was just like, okay, like I done beefed with you. I'm getting a check. And I think at the end of the day, Tommie's a businesswoman. Y'all got to remember, all those mugshots that Tommie went to jail for is for scamming. Okay? So she gets to the bag, legally or not. So I think at the end of the day, if the check looks good, that's all she cares about. She doesn't really care to put the energy to really hate Natalie. That's why I don't think the fight is like, this whole thing was fake. I just think Natalie was more angry than she was. I think she just popped her and snuck her, and she was just like, okay, it is what it is after that.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But thank you for having me.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Well, yeah, stay tuned, you guys. Tomorrow we're gonna get back to our after show, so it's gonna be fun. Okay, the after show is gonna be a little bit longer than they went because I gotta make up for lost time. You feel me? I gotta make up for lost time, right? Read some of these comments before I add in some of the next caller. They said, so I think Rolly be playing sides sometimes. They said Rolly is rightfully following the bag. They said these need to rock shortcuts like Persuasion when they fight. You say they need to rock the fade. Listen, Persuasion rocked the fade not by choice. She rocked the fade by force because Rock pulled off, you drag the carpet off of somebody's feet. But she did that to Persuasion's head. So, yeah, there's a difference. She didn't do that by choice. It was by force, okay? So I styled you. You said I looked it up. Chris Brown don't even got a brother. That's what Tommie said. I'm not lying because the caller that just called literally just confirmed. I tried to find the post and the interview and I couldn't find it, but I saw it earlier today. But I was trying to find it for the live. That's why it came a little even late too. I was looking for it, but I couldn't find it. So if you guys do find it, please comment it down below for my replay watchers because I remember watching the video. She literally was sitting down. I think she was on like she was near like some boxing like some boxing setup place, and the lady, both of them were sitting down, and she was talking to a lady, and that's when she said the thing about the Chris Brown thing. Okay, our next person I'm at is Bia.
Hey,
what is going on? I miss you.
I missed you so much. I've been so bored every Sunday. Like, oh my god, like who am I gonna talk about this with?
But I'm back.
Oh my god. Okay, so this boxing match was an embarrassment. Are you not embarrassed? This is embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
It was embarrassing. I feel like what happened to Tommie is that, you know, when what was it? It was Big Lex, and I think it was the second season when Slim Jim, who was it? Also Pink asked one of the girls to box her for play. And they started boxing, and one of them took it seriously, but the other one wasn't. So she was mad after, like, wait, I thought this was all a joke. Like, we wasn't supposed to really be like swing. And so I think that's kind of maybe what happened as well, is that they probably pitched it to Tommie, like, so look, we got an easy money grab. You just got to get in the ring, you know, play around for a few seconds. And Natalie was like, I'm getting a trainer. Okay. She's swelling my chin.
Okay. I'm paying exactly by the hour.
Nat came prepared. She knew, I mean, realistically, she didn't have to do much. That chin is made of steel. There's no force that Tommie could have thrown to throw off the equilibrium that Natalie's chin provides her.
Not the equilibrium.
Tommie was like floating around the ring like a drunken jellyfish. It was like, what is happening here? Like, you could tell that there were moments where she was forgetting that she was wearing boxing gloves because she was just trying to grab her, in a sense, to like hold herself up. And it's like, you can't do that, Toots.
I seen that in the clip because she went like, Natalie like hit her one good time. She was like,
yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, what is she
you're
doing?
Trying to regain your footing by using your hands, and that's not going to work in this case. And it's like, I don't know why Tommie pulled up to the party, but she did not forget the perks. Ooh. Perk 10, she just popped the perk 10. She did her perky dance.
You think so?
It was embarrassing. It was something like, and that's why I'm saying, like, there needed to be like some sort of like drug test.
Apparently she's taking it because of the dental surgery. But my whole thing is, why get the dental surgery now? You could have waited until after this is done.
Exactly.
Because then you could have been, like, she could have really stunned it. Let me tell you how she could have stunned it. She could have, did the whole fight and then be like, let's say she lost, you'd be like, it doesn't matter what the haters are saying. I got me some new teeth.
Exactly. And realistically, Tommie has had her teeth done before, which calls to mention, I don't know if you noticed it, but in an episode or two ago, she was speaking and they had the camera on her mouth. And I think even Stunner Girl mentioned it, that one of her teeth looks like blue or green and it was like rotting out. And Stunner had threw in a quick little, that's why your tooth is rotting. Like, so I think it was that, because I was looking at it like, that's not right. And that's not porcelain, but go off, babe. So, I think that might be it. But realistically, she has the money to schedule that procedure for any time. Like, you didn't have to.
Right.
You knew what you had to do.
When Natalie said it, I was just like, I know Natalie's lying about that, but it
was unbelievable. I'm going to knock that veneer out. Are you kidding me? You need to leave. Absolutely not. For $30, never paying it. Zeus needs to dead the conversation and start the ring. Okay? We can't get anywhere? Fine. Here's the gloves. Because I have some contenders. I'm ready for this. We need equal weight classes. Get Winter out there. Get her off of live and get her in the ring.
Listen. Winter talk. Listen, that's the next person. Oh, and I got a sick lightning series coming up that involves winter. Y'all, I'm telling y'all. Listen, when I tell y'all I'm back for real.
I'm so happy to hear
Winter needs to get in the ring with Natalie, one of these BGC girls, because she says all this, talks all this stuff on social media. So at the end of the day, this isn't ratchet because it's professional boxing.
Exactly.
They're paying you. Get in the ring.
And that could be the series. Like they both, you remember Made on MTV?
Yeah.
Like, I want that. They can both get little boxing training coaches.
Right.
They can chronicle, their progress.
Journey to the ring. Right.
Exactly.
We right there, baby.
Come on, Lemmy Pepper. I know you're watching.
Exactly. No, for real.
But it was a mess, and I don't know where they got that $30 ticket from. I know you had to recoup whatever you played, Money Mayweather, but let's be for real. For that short of a match, they should have had several of the girls going at it then. Screw it. Make it a team.
We could have had Miss Lickbach.
I'm telling you, Zeus and Nunn TV can have like an all-star versus. Like, give me crossover. Disney and Nickelodeon used to do it. You can do it too.
What you want to see also Pink and Rock just go at it.
My I will pay for that.
That would be sick. That would be really good. Oh my god. I
would pay for that because Oso Pink would try to bite her ear off, and I know
I need to hurt her. She'd be like, "Word to my mother, I'm eating her ear. Word to my mother, I'm eating her ear, and then I'm gonna send the pieces left over to Barbara." Like,
oh my god, that'd be such good TV. I have to stop. I cannot overindulge, but it will be good. Like, they have the potential together.
Oh yeah, they do.
They have
this will be a whole series. They just need to, take off running with it. We can't just keep getting baddies like every month. Like, it's a little tiring. I'm just saying.
They do nothing. At least on like Jersey Shore, these people had jobs. Like, give us something outside of like a club appearance where the girls are saying they didn't make any money. So like, why are we here? I could drink the liquor for free at the club in my own hometown. I don't have to be on a tour bus with you guys to do that. But I need to write a letter. I need Crouton, you're watching. You got to connect there. Just
some of y'all was saying Crouton was the reason why you two.
And he was. That was me. Like, I know he used that Megamind.
Oh my, I know you lying.
It's all his fault, but you can't keep a Black King down in February, okay?
Thank you so much for joining me.
Of course, I missed you. Have a good night.
Oh, you too. Oh, that's funny. This is also Pick and Rock. Yes, I pay. No, for real, they do need to make this a permanent series because it's something. It doesn't make the network look bad because it's professional. You have a referee in there. They're not just street fighting. Okay, and they could even do this to make them even look better. Make the baddie pick a charity of their choice, but they still get a cut or whatever. They get a chunk of money, but they get to give a chunk of money to the charity of their choice, so it can make Zeus look really good. Something like that, because it's like baddies is getting like over it. Okay, not as TV is doing their own Bad Boys Club before we're getting the actual Bad Boys Club from Zeus. That's a shame. Okay. Next person I'm at is JJ. What is going on? What is going on?
Oh my God, Pierre, I'm so happy you back. Oh my God. It's literally been crickets the whole time you've been. It's literally been
the girls are quiet.
It's been so mute. Oh my God. But the Natalie and Tommie mess has been having quiet laughing. Cause it's like, I don't know. Natalie and Tommie, it just like Rolly said, they just fake friends. Like, they know like when to be friends and when not to, because they both, I feel like, money hungry. So I feel like they playing smart. Rolly, when you said the Rolly thing, okay, my thing with Rolly is, I feel like she doing it the way Christina did, because you know how Christina like played it, and she said she's doing it just to get the check and see if she get like a little upbringing to it.
Right.
I feel like that's what Rolly low key doing. I feel like
Tommie to me is smart because at least she got her producer's credit. Y'all can say what y'all want about Tommie and her being drawn and she getting knocked out, but guess what? She still got that producer's credit.
She's getting the check. Like, can't nobody really. And I feel like she was. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like she popped the perk 30 or played in the powder donut.
Allegedly. You think she played in the powder donuts before hopping in that ring?
Ponadota factor, because if you get beat up by Natalie, I feel like it's so embarrassing. And I feel like people keep using that, oh, Natalie is in a sport type thing. Natalie's in sports, which she was. But I feel like, to me, Natalie is a big, giant, 300-pound Debbie Cake fighting a little cinnamon roll stick. So what does she look like? I mean, that's not an excuse. But I feel like Natalie needs to get up in there with somebody that'll really like and rock her stuff. Like you said, they gonna make a series out of this. Like it'll be entertaining, like her versus Winter or her versus Camilla or something. Her versus, like, they can make money off of this.
They really can. They can, like, have us buy tickets to actually go there, like do it in the US, like California or Miami, or like do it different cities. That way us as the viewers could buy tickets to see it in person. That'd be fun.
God. It would be so entertaining. Like, do you know how funny it would be though? Like, imagine, like you said, Rock versus Peak, or Rock versus like somebody on Amber or something from
right.
Like, you can
do the audience going crazy. Get her.
It'll be like so funny. I feel like they have so much opportunity, because let's just be honest, baddies, to me, okay, this is just my opinion. Baddies is okay, but like, to me, last season was way better than this season, if you want my honest opinion, because it's stale and boring. Like, it's just really, they dragging everything. It's just getting boring. I feel like they need to spread their wings, because I ain't gonna lie, now this TV is low-key getting my attention. I just purchased. I ain't gonna lie. Now this TV, Zeus, you better watch your back. Or I feel like they need to do like a thing where they can combine both brands. Oh my God, a mega brand. They'll be the best TV on this earth.
But I think the thing is, Lemmy, I don't think is ever gonna do that. Let me tell you guys, Lemmy is very competitive, which in business is great to be competitive. You never want to let your competitor beat you. YouTubers are like that. People in business are like that. It doesn't matter. So I get how Lemmy is thinking. So he wouldn't want to ever do like a joint, network with them both, because then they would have to like split the income. But I'm telling you, he really has to watch out for this network, because they are on their butt and they're consistent.
Pierre, I thought if you cover all the drama over there, like
I will soon. Trust me, I am.
Yes, I feel like if you started doing that, and I feel like a lot of the audience like start watching a lot of the content over there, they'll be like, okay, this is way better than baddies, like, because sometimes it is way better than baddies and what they have now, like the stuff be entertaining, because it's like it's getting stale now, and it's to the point like you like, okay, I know what's gonna happen, because then even sometimes before, like even like on Sundays when baddies release, you have people who have Zeus Premium who will literally release like literally what's gonna happen on the show before it even like comes out, so you already know what's gonna happen, like, so it gets annoying. But oh my bad, we off topic with the Tommie and Natalie thing. Okay, Nat won. Big Nat won. She won. I ain't gonna lie, she did her big one.
But do you think it's fake though? Because the girls are saying that it's fake and it's all set up, and they kikiing in the background like Natalie's like, boys, we got a ball. Like, do you think it's fake?
I feel like it is, because she's like, I feel like it was the same thing when she said it was Rolly, how they had their whole thing going on, and she was saying, "You're never coming back. This is
fire."
Yes, she got to use that iron chin to put her gestures up. I'm cutting that check. You're not coming back. I own you. Type this master type stuff. But I feel like low key is fake, because I feel like Tommie is too much of a big draw, and like they're not gonna let her go. Natalie, let's just be honest. You know that dang well. I had to catch myself. Dang well.
Thank you.
Tommie is, the it girl, and Tommie has a platform. Yeah. Natalie, stop trying to make it seem like you're giving her such a big platform. Natalie was, not Natalie. Get out my mouth. Tommie is a bigger person than you, Natalie. Let's just keep it a buck.
I'll say this. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I think that Tommie has enough weight that she doesn't really need baddies. I will say that.
And herself, like, that's why I feel like she jokes a lot about it, because it's like, I could leave baddies and be set all by myself. Like that, I feel like it is. And then Natalie, I feel like Natalie's to the point where it's like you working up under each other, or you're working with each other, and you feel like Natalie feels like she owns everything. What she does, she's gonna use it against you, and I don't like that. And I feel like Tommie didn't take everything serious. Like the boxing match, she didn't take it serious, because it's like, I could leave y'all and be all set. Like, that's literally what it is. But I hope we get like another boxing match because there's like.
Who do you want to see rival next in Baddies Boxing? That's what they're gonna call it, probably, knowing Natalie. Baddies Boxing. Who do you want to see next versus?
I heard that they had like a big fallout like between all of them. I guess like every time a reunion happens, there's gonna be some type of switch. But I would like to see Rock versus Lauren, Scotty versus Razor. Like they have the line for this.
That's some good ones. Stunner versus Tommie.
Yes, it'll be good. And I can see Stunner's like a little annoying voice on the microphone just yelling. Like
how I'm gonna take this gloves off? You got me. I'm gonna strip you. Like,
oh my God, but Pierre. But stop, Pierre. Stop. Let me stop. But Pierre, I'm gonna get back to you tomorrow. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna tune in. I feel like I'm taking
after the show tomorrow, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be fun.
We're gonna see what they got going on tomorrow. I'm gonna let somebody else take their little shot.
All right, thank you so much for joining. All right. So we gotta say Tommie's so beautiful. She really could have gone so far in fashion, beauty. I agree with that 100%. A lot of people don't give Tommie enough credit for being that it girl when it comes to fashion. She really is that it girl when it comes to fashion. She knows how to put the looks and the concepts together. Okay, that's why she got that Fashion Nova branding deal. Okay, because she's really that it girl when it comes to the looks. Okay, who need a look? If you need a lookbook, you go to Tommie. All right, Natalie can't do that. She can't pull off looks like that. Like, to me, like, Natalie wears, like, designer. It just looks off. I'm just like, ooh. She looks great, don't get me wrong. But, like, let's say if Tommie and Natalie wore the same thing, Tommie would rock it 10 times better. Because it's just like, and it has nothing to do with their physical appearance. It's just like, Tommie got that swagger. So it was a little disappointing that, she hopped to Zeus a little bit, but hey, they cutting that good check, so she's gonna make sure to join. Hey, William the Baddies. William the Baddies with the Baddies. Hey, Willow. The other day, right? I'm leaving my house. My TV is on, right? So it's on MTV. So I'm looking up. I see Willow. I'm like, there go Willow Catfish episode. I did Willow. I'm like, you on my TV, because mind you, I never watched the Catfish episode. So I made sure before I left, I watched a little bit of it. And Willow was in that car, like, I was gagging. All right, it said Natalie always looks cheap even when it is expensive. It said the downfall of Tommie needs to be studied by historians. Zeus sucked her dry and threw her out. I don't think they thrown her out. I can guarantee you, let's say if she doesn't come back as a cast member, I can guarantee you she's going to be at the auditions and she's still going to probably be a producer of some sort. I can guarantee you that. I don't think they're going to throw her out in the dirt because they see the value in her. She brings a lot of views. She brought in a lot of viewers from Love and Hip Hop. So I don't think that's going to be the case at all. He says she's not getting thrown away, but listen, I don't know nothing about that. Y'all keep saying that, and I'm trying to see the proof. I haven't seen the video yet. Like I said, I have some catching up to do. I haven't seen the video of, Tommie throwing the Big Debbie cakes on Mr. Lemmy Pepper, because that's been what a lot of people are saying now. Tommie's been throwing the Big Debbie cakes at Mr. Lemmy Pepper and, trying to get some of his hot chili pepper up inside, her empanada. I haven't seen that, but that's what, the entertainers are letting me know. All right. As you say, I'm entertainer Stan. Thank you. Okay. Oh, yeah. Y'all just being me with that comment, Lashaya. It said, Janisha, man, y'all, why she be all up on him like he not a married man? Ooh. Someone said, let me. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. All right. That's it for the live, you guys. Thank you guys so much for the callers that did join in. Like I said, stay tuned for tomorrow. I'm going to drop, of course, a couple of videos, the recap, and, of course, the after shows as well, okay? So make sure you guys stay tuned in. Make sure y'all run up those like buttons for my replay watchers that are watching this afterwards. And we are out, babies.
No, personal.